Hello, hello. This is Chris Ramos, MLB The Show 23 on PlayStation 5. Please like and subscribe. Let's play some baseball. Let's play some Connecticut Knights baseball. AL East standings, it's September. Season's almost over. AL East Championship almost over. The elimination number is 1. A Knights wins or Yankees losses totaling 1 equals the division championship for the Connecticut Knights. Let's do this. So let's go to calendar. Robin Ramos. Let's view organization games. Dontrell Willis, 16-6 versus Robin Ramos, 19-5. Play game. Simulate preceding games. Yes, let's do it. Play full game. At home. The home team for the Connecticut Knights, for now at least, is Crosley Fields. One of these days, I'm going to have to create a stadium for them, but I'm just too lazy to do it. Skip. These are your starting lineups. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me, and I do play-by-play. Hopefully you can bear the sound of my voice. We are live for some Major League Baseball here on MLB The Show 23. The Baltimore Orioles visit the Connecticut Knights. On the mound, going for win number 20, Robin Ramos. He's 19-5 with a 3.28 earned run average, and he is vying for yet another Cy Young Award trophy. He'll face Bubba Thompson, 234, 14 homers, 30 RBIs to start the game. First pitch of the ball game. Swing and a miss, the fastball, strike one. Connecticut Knights, 96-60, first in the American League East. They need to go 4-2 in their remaining 6 games to get to the century mark in wins. Out in front of the curveball, swing and a miss, strike two. That was a flat breaking ball. If he could have stood back on it, he might have hit it a long way. Grounded to third. Cabrera throws across in time for out number 1. Orioles lineup on the screen. Batting 6th is Julio Rodriguez. Keith Hernandez is in this lineup. Babe Ruth is in this lineup. Robin Yount. Here comes Keith. Keith Hernandez hitting .305. And it's a shallow fly to center. Ken Griffey is there, makes the catch, 2 away. Batting third, Babe Ruth, 326, 25 homers, 87 runs batted in. The Babe. Pitch from Ramos. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate for strike 1. Lines it the other way, slicing foul. Count on the Babe is 0-2. 2 outs, top of the first, no score here at Crosley. Oh, that's a deep drive to center. Back goes Ken. Griffey's looking up. That's gone. 2 out solo home run from Babe Ruth, his 26th of the campaign. Just got too much of the plate. Here's the replay. Oh. Distance 406. Next up, Eloy Jimenez. Line drive to center. So after 2 quick outs here in the top of the first, Ken Griffey Jr., unfortunately, did not catch that pitch. You got Babe Ruth with a solo shot, Eloy Jimenez with a single. Runner at first. Robin Yount takes a pitch outside, ball 1. 303, 27 homers, 92 RBI. Line drive headed towards the left center field gap. And it goes all the way to the wall. Dizzy Walsh will get it back in pretty quickly, so it'll be second and third with 2 outs. So it's been a disaster here with 2 outs in the first. Robin Yount's 37th double. Here's the replay. I said it was in the gap. It's actually down the line, the left field line. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Fastball misses low, ball one. Curveball in there, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Checked his swing, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 1-0 Baltimore. Danger of plating more runs. But Rodriguez pops it up first base side. Delgado makes the catch near first base to retire the side and strand the runners. However, a solo shot from the Babe. It's the Orioles 1, the Connecticut Knights coming to bat. This is MLB The Show 23. On the mound, lefty Dontrell Willis. Good season, 16-6 with a 3.12 earned run average. Should get a couple of votes for the Cy Young. Needed closer to 20 wins, I think. Derek Jeter, 313, 18 homers, 78 runs batted in. Here in the final weeks of the regular season. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Orioles are 5 games under 500. 76 and 81. Good for third place in the AL East. Here comes the 0-1. Cut fastball inside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Out in front of the fastball, swing and a miss. Count is 1 and 2. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pulls it high and deep. He's not going to get to that one. It is high off the left center field wall. Rounding first, heading to second is Jeter. It's a leadoff double for Derek. Double number 50 on the season. 5-0. Almost gave a bid for a home run there. Oh, and a few more feet. Next up, Ken Griffey Jr. hitting 283. Left-handed hitter against the lefty Dontrell. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss, strike 1. Griffey has 39 homers and 110 runs batted in. Pretty decent stat line. Just gets a piece of the changeup in the dirt. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. WAR means wins above replacement. 7.8 is pretty good. Fastball outside, ball 2. Check that. Ball 1. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. My mistake. Out in front of the sliders, swinging a miss. He struck him out. There's 1 away. For those of you that don't know what WAR means wins above replacement. So if a hitter has a wins above replacement of, let's say, 7, that means that if you took the average fielder at his position and plugged him in, line drive caught by the shortstop. Miguel Cabrera is retired for the 2nd out. Nice catch by Robin Yount. So, lineup for the Connecticut Knights. For instance, Ken Griffey Jr. has a WAR of 7.8. That means that compared to an average center fielder in the league, Ken Griffey Jr. accounts for almost 8 more wins over the course of a 162-game regular season. So that's what WAR means. So it's a cumulative score. The higher, the better. High fastball called to strike. Count is 0-1. League leaders in ERA. Dontrell Willis, 3rd in the league with 3.12. You see Robin Ramos is at the bottom of the list in the top 10. Jeter is at second, 2 away here in the bottom of the 1st. Grounded to 3rd. Routine play. And the side is retired. So they strand the runner at second. At the end of 1 inning of play here at Crosley Field, it's the Baltimore Orioles 1, the Connecticut Knights 0. Let's go to the top of the 2nd. Will Smith, the catcher, steps up. Pulls it high and deep, but foul for strike one. Chases the slider, misses. Dave Lawrence is your home plate umpire. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he slices it foul. Late on it. Count remains 0-2. Just gets a piece of the breaking ball. Fouls it off. Count remains 0-2 on Will Smith. Jams him upstairs behind home plate. Mitch Garver had an idea, but out of play. No chance for the catcher to catch it behind home plate. Line drive foul for third base line. Out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out for out number one. 100 miles an hour on the radar gun. High and tight. Ty France is next up. Steps in with one away. And it's a shoots to right, but charging is the right fielder, Tim Salmon, to make the catch for out number two. Hit it off the end of the bat. Looked like it might dunk into right field, but good play by Salmon. Pete Cutler hitting 221. He has 10 stolen bases. Pete Cutler steps in with two down. Fastball, low, ball one. Again, Ramos has 19 wins. He's going for that magical win number 20. He's won 20 games or more in all 3 of his 4 seasons. He wants 4 years in a row of 20-plus wins. Inside fastball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside corner, that is. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One hopper to the second baseman. Over to first. In time, side retired. So after 1.5, it is the Baltimore Orioles 1, Connecticut Knights nothing. Leading off here in the bottom of the second is the starting pitcher hitting for himself. Robin Ramos, 277, 27 homers, 90 runs batted in. An American League All-Star this season. Actually, his 4th appearance in 4 years in his career. Line drive caught by the shortstop. 1 pitch, 1 away. Hit it right on the nose. Next up, Carlos Delgado. 311, 32 homers, 111 RBIs to lead the ball club. And that's a line drive. Base hit to right. 1-out single for Carlos Delgado. Line drive in front of the right fielder. Eloy Jimenez. Next up, catcher Mitch Garver. Willis sets and delivers. Line drive, but slicing, out of play for strike 1. Hit it right on the nose, but could not keep it fair. Mitch Garver has 26 home runs, 62 RBIs this season in the number 9 hole for most of the year. Pretty decent statistics for the number 9 hitter. Just gets a piece of the fastball and fouls it off. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Mitch Garver was the most valuable player in the World Series in 2023 in this fictional franchise. Slider inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and a pitch in the dirt struck him out. There's 2 away. Honestly, just went chasing a real bad pitch. Next up, Bryson Stott, lefty. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Bryson has 11 homers and 58 runs batted in. A little bit of a down year from last season. Last season he approached 100 RBIs. Pulls it foul, first base line, out of play. 5 for his last 12. Here comes the 1-1 from Dontrell. Fastball misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fly ball to center, deep but playable. And that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 2 innings of play. It's Baltimore leading 1-0. This is MLB The Show 23. Top 3, Bubba Thompson, 0 for 1, steps in to lead it off. Here's the pitch from Ramos. Outside corner with the strike. Curveball misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hello, Sing Venus Unicorn. Thank you for popping into the live stream and saying hello. I appreciate it. Curveball finds the outside corner, strike 2. 1-0 Baltimore here in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out, high fastball. That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. StatCast by Google Cloud, not a sponsor. Here is the pitch sequence. Next up, Keith Hernandez. Played for the St. Louis Cardinals, but is famous for being a member of the New York Mets. Takes him in there for strike 1. World Series champion with the New York Mets in 1986. First baseman, known for having a 300 batting average and a great glove at first base. Fouls off the breaking ball, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Flares it out on the ground to first. Delgado backhands it, takes it himself for out number 2. Babe Ruth, responsible for the only run in this ball game so far, a solo shot in the 1st inning, steps in for his 2nd plate appearance. Robin Ramos deals, takes it at the knees for strike 1. Out in front of the curveball, swing and a miss, strike 2. Deep drive to center, but Griffey will track it down and retire the side. So, 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0, Baltimore leads. This is MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Lineup turns over. Dizzy Walsh, 282, 10 homers on the season. Fastball just misses outside, ball 1. 8 for his last 17. That is Dizzy Walsh. Fastball outside, count 2 balls and no strikes. Dizzy took over for the injured Chris Ramos. That's right, the identical twin brother of Raman Ramos. Line drive to center, playable, right at the center fielder for out number 1. Yep, identical twin brothers. Chris Ramos is exclusively a hitter and a left fielder. Robin Ramos likes to think of himself as a hitter, but he's a pitcher first. So, two-way player. Derek Jeter steps up, hitting his first at-bat, a double, his 50th double of the season. Inside that bet, no, foul ball. Strike 1. Almost wrapped that ball inside the third base bag, but just foul. Comes the 0-1. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Out of play, strike 2. 1-0 Baltimore here on the bottom of the 3rd inning. High, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One more win from the Connecticut Knights. Inside 2-2. One more win from the Connecticut Knights and they win the American League East division. And if they can pull his hands in, lazy fly ball to left, easy play for the left fielder for out number 2. And if they could, Ramos can win this game, it'd be win number 20 for the regular season for him. So 2 outs, up steps Ken Griffey. 2 outs, bases empty. Chases a slider off the plate, strike 1. He has 39 home runs. I'm sure he'd love number 40 right here to tie the ball game. Changeup misses outside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, caught. They had him played perfectly up the middle. Robin Yount catches the scorcher to retire the side. So, end of 3 innings. Baltimore leads 1-0. We go to the top of the 4th. Eloy Jimenez had a single in his first at-bat. He's up there for a second try. Fastball in there, strike 1. Slicing, foul. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away. 3rd strikeout for Ramos. Next up, Robin Yount, who had a double in the first. He's 1 for 1. Right on the outside edge, strike 1. Nasty pitch, can't do anything with that. This time the slider misses outside, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Deep drive, Walsh looks, tracks it, gone. Solo shot for Robin Yount, and that's a 2-0 lead for Baltimore. His 28th homer of the season. It's a 2-run deficit for the Connecticut Knights. Here's the replay. Ooh. So Julio Rodriguez steps up. Fouls it down the right field line. Out of play, strike 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Base is empty. Here's the 0-1. At the knees, strike 2. Julio Rodriguez was the 2022 Rookie of the Year in real life. Out of place, says Sing Venus Unicorn. Without a doubt. Unfortunately, a home run. Strike 3 called. Took a pitch in the outside corner for out number 2. That's the 4th strikeout for Robin. 2 outs, up steps Will Smith, who struck out in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Late on the fastball, fouls it out, fouls it behind home plate for strike 1. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And he skies it to right. Salmon settles under it, makes the catch, retires the side, but Baltimore increases their lead thanks to Robin Yount, a solo shot. And after 3.5, it's the Orioles 2, the Knights nothing. Bottom of the 4th, Miguel Cabrera lined out in the 1st inning, 0 for 1. Dontrell has 16 wins. Grounder up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Miguel Cabrera. And the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Next up, Tim Salmon, 0 for 1. High but called a strike. Tim Salmon has 24 homers and 73 RBIs. Here comes the 0-1. Four, 6, 3, double play. So just like that, the bases are cleared and there are 2 away. Here's the replay. Hit it right at that second baseman. Underhand to Yount, back over to Keith Hernandez for the second out. Robin Ramos 0 for 1. Nice pitch right on that outside corner for strike one. Not much you can do with that other than just squib it over to the first baseman for an out. And that's exactly what he does. Hernandez flips it to Willis, covering to retire the side. So at the end of 4, it's a 2-0 lead for Baltimore. I am Chris Ramos. This is a live stream. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We go to the top of the 5th. Ty France waiting on the delivery. Outside corner, strike one. 100 on the radar gun. Swing and a miss at the changeup, strike two. Misses outside with the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Late on the fastball. Foul ball. Pops it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 1-2. 2-0 Baltimore here in the 5th. Strike 3 called. I don't know what he was looking at. Strikeout number 5 for Ramos. Pete Cutler, the second baseman, 0 for 1. A shallow fly ball to right. Salmon charges. He's there, makes the catch, and there are 2 away. So 2 down, bases empty. Up steps the leadoff man, Bubba Thompson, who's 0 for 2. Here's the delivery and the pitch. Inside corner, strike one. Two-seam fastball, strike two. Swing and a miss. Curveball, 12-6, struck him outside, retired. But it's 2-0 Baltimore. You go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Carlos Delgado singled in his first at-bat, leads the ball club in RBIs with 111. And he's got himself, oh no, nice catch by Cutler at second. Thought it was going to get past him. But nice backhanded catch by the second baseman for out number 1. Next up, Mitch Garver, who struck out, chased the pitch in the dirt. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. 2 quick strikes on Mitch Garver. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mitch Garver. Struck him out on 3 pitches. 3rd strikeout of the game for Dontrell Willis. And there are 2 away. Bryson Stott, 0 for 1, flied out in the second, steps in. 2 outs, bases empty. High, ball 1.
Count 1-0. Nope.
High again, 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss behind on the fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's in there, he just couldn't catch up to it.
Ball 3.
Misses high. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Top of the lineup on deck with Dizzy Walsh. So here comes the 3-1 count with 2 outs. And he walked him. So a 2-out walk will put Stott at first base. Dizzy is 0 for 1. He has speed. Fastball misses, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Just gets a piece, fouls it back. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Quick game so far. Baltimore's leading 2-0. And he pops him up in the infield. Yount calls for it. and retires the side. So it's an official ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 lead for Baltimore here after 5 innings of play. This is MLB The Show 23. So top 6. Keith Hernandez is 0 for 2. High and tight, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Keith is 0 for 2, but he's riding an 8-game hitting streak so far. Needs to get in a hit to make it 9. So see what happens. Not this at bat. He pops it up near home plate out of the crouches. Garver makes the catch in front of the plate for out number 1. So the Babe hit a solo homer in his first at bat. He is 1 for 2. Line drive caught by Carlos Delgado at first, and there's 2 outs. Quick reaction play at first base. So 2 outs, base is empty for Eloy Jimenez. 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
Fastball low, ball 1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Misses outside with the slider. 2 balls and no strikes. Inside, did he check it? Yes, he did. It's a 3-0 count. Robin Yount is on deck. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Let's see. He does. Skies at the center. Didn't quite get all of it. In front of the warning track, Griffey makes the catch to retire the side. So, 5.5 innings complete. 2-0 Baltimore. Top of the lineup due up in the bottom of the 6th. Starting with Derek Jeter. So, Derek steps up 1 for 2 with a double. Here's the pitch. And that's the line drive headed towards the gap. And I got a feeling it's going to be another double as it one-hops the fence, rounding first and heading to second. He will stop at second. That's double number 51 on the season. That's a lot of doubles. 18 homers, 51 doubles. So he's in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the tying run will come to the plate for the Connecticut Knights. Ken Griffey Jr. versus the Orioles this season. He's hitting .314. He has a homer and 4 RBIs. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Pitch was low, ball 1. Willis sets and delivers. Change up outside, count 2 balls and no strikes. And he gets a piece of that fastball, fouls it back, count is 2-1. Ken Griffey Jr., best baseball player I ever saw that I actually watched play. Outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. On deck is third baseman Miguel Cabrera. Hitters count. Runner leads off second. And he pops up the inside fastball. Not deep enough. Right fielder makes the catch. Tagging at second and going to third is Jeter. The throw is up the line. So productive out. Really, Jeter utilizing his speed. He gets to third base with less than 2 outs. So Miguel can cut the lead in half without the benefit of a base hit. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. See if he can get the job done. Grounded foul. First base line. Check that. Third base line. Strike 1. Silver Slugger Award recipient in the American League for third baseman in 2025. Grounded to the shortstop. Throws him out, but it'll be an RBI ground out for Miguel Cabrera as the lead is cut in half. Baltimore is leading 2-1 now with 2 away. Tim Salmon, with the bases now empty, steps up to the plate. Fastball outside, ball 1. So 2-1 Baltimore. Just gets a piece of it and fouls it up the first base line, out of play. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. to Tim Salmon. Deep butt foul. Out in front. Economical pitch count for Dontrell Willis. 6th inning, 60 pitches. Backs him off the plate. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Bottom of the 6th inning. 2-1 lead for Baltimore. Salmon swings and flies to center. Routine play, retires the side. So an RBI groundout gets the Connecticut Knights on the scoreboard. The end of 6, it's Baltimore 2, Connecticut 1. No matter what happens, this 7th inning will be the final inning pitched for Robin Ramos. He'll face Robin Yount, who's 2 for 2 with a homer and a double. Dangerous hitter.
Nope, that's down.
Fastball low, ball 1. Grounder, fielded, stop, throws to first in time, 1 away. Bryson Stott over there at second base made that look easier than it actually was. Showed a lot of range just to get to the ball. So with 1 away, Julio Rodriguez is 0 for 2. Outside corner with the strike. Slider misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is MLB The Show 23 on PS5. This is a created franchise, the Connecticut Knights. Team's been wedged into the American League East. Fastball low, 2 balls, 1 strike. I usually play once every 5 days when Robin Ramos is pitching. Out in front of the slider, swing and miss, count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Strike 3 called. Rodriguez thought it was high. He doesn't like the call. Nevertheless, it's strikeout number 7 for Robin Ramos. It's StatCast by Google Cloud. Pitch sequence. Strikeout. So 2 down, bases empty for Will Smith. Deep drive. Walsh tracking it off the wall. That's gone. 3-1. Will Smith's 19th home run of the season. Oh, how disappointing. It's a 2-out solo shot to make it a 2-run ball game once again. Here's the replay. Oh, crack. Projected distance 404. So before Ty France steps in, manager is going to go to the bullpen and warm people up. Bailey Falter, a lefty, is going to warm up, and Hunter Green, a righty, is going to warm up. And the manager is going to go for a mound visit to give them a chance. As you can see, the confidence is high with the blue bar, but the energy is below 50%. That's the green bar. But Robin Ramos says, you get back in the dugout. I'm not finished. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Ty France, 0 for 2, struck out, flied out. Swing and miss the high fastball. Count is 0-2. 101 miles an hour on the radar gun. Strike 3 called. That's strikeout number 8. 7 innings. Unfortunately, the lead for the Baltimore Orioles has increased by 1. It's a solo shot. Orioles lead 3-1. Okay. Manager, bullpen. Righty, righty, lefty. Hunter Green. We're going to schedule to put Hunter Green in the game for the top of the 8th. So if he's going to... We need to score a boatload of runs this particular half inning. Fastball in there, strike 1. 2 righties warming in the Orioles bullpen, Jordan Holloway and Stephen Lebowski. Need to score a boatload of runs in this inning to get win number 20. Let's see if we can do it. Pressure's on. Late on it, fouls it up the first base line. Count to Ramos is quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Dontrell Willis. Inside ball one. And he chases a slider, screws him into the ground like a nail, strikes him out. Fourth strikeout of the game for Dontrell. I thought it was a fastball. It certainly was not. It was a slider in on his hands. Carlos Delgado steps in with 1 out. Late on it, fouls it off, strike 1. Carlos is 1 for 2 today. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss, strike 2. Slider off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulls it hard but foul. Count remains 1-2. Love Carlos Delgado. Played for the Blue Jays and the New York Mets during his career, his real career. Swing and a miss. Struck him out in front. 2 away. 2 down, up steps Mitch Garver, who struck out twice today. He's 0 for 2. High ball 1. Grounded, third base side foul. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Out in front of the changeup. No, check that curveball. Pulled it foul. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside 2-2. High, full count 3-2. On deck, the second baseman stopped. Line drive over the head of the shortstop, and it is heading for the wall. Rounding first and heading to second. It's going to be a 2-out double for Mitch Garver. Double number 14 on the campaign. And that will bring the tying run to the plate here with 2 outs in the 7th. Representing the tying run is Bryson Stott, 0 for 1. Fastball outside ball 1. Bryson is 0 for 1 officially, but he did walk in the 5th inning. Hits it high and deep, but playable. Routine play for the center fielder. Makes the catch, retires the side. End of 7. 7 strong innings for Dontrell Willis. He is in a position to win this ball game. It's Baltimore 3, Connecticut 1. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. In relief is Hunter Green, who's 8-4 this season. I'm not going to actually pitch with Hunter Green. I'm going to quick manage, which is basically simulating it. Fast forward to the next half inning so that I can hit in the bottom of the 8th. A run scores, making the game 4-1. Thank you, Hunter Green. So, in relief, Jordan Holloway for the Orioles. 2-3 with an 8.16 earned run average. Maybe a chance for us to get back into this. So it's 4-1 Orioles here in the 8th. Dizzy Walsh is 0 for 2. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to center. There's Rodriguez for out number 1. Down by 3 runs, that's not a lot of patience. You got to take some pitches. Next up, Derek Jeter, 2 doubles today, 2 for 3. Fastball low, sinking fastball. High and tight, 2 balls, no strikes. Jeter understands the assignment, takes some pitches. Well, Obviously doesn't understand it all that well because swung it perhaps ball 3, count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Outside corner, count evens to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. 4-1 Baltimore. Swing and a miss, struck him out 2-away. Mr. Outlander, welcome to the live stream. We are in the bottom of the 8th. As of so far, Baltimore is winning 4-1. 2 outs, bases empty. Ramos has been taken out of the game. He can lose, he cannot win. Fastball inside, ball 1. Any combination of wins and losses, Connecticut Knights wins and New York Yankees losses, totaling 1, means a division championship for the Connecticut Knights. Swing and a miss, count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. However, Connecticut is not doing a really good job at getting that win for themselves. They may need some help from the scoreboard. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. 4-1 Baltimore. Low, full count, 3-2. On deck, Miguel Cabrera. Here comes the full count pitch from Jordan Holloway. Fouls it upstairs. Could have been ball 4. Swung at it, fouled it back. Ball 4, so the half inning continues. They still need another base runner to get the tying run to the plate. The story of this game is really not all that exciting. Dontrell Willis outpitched Robin Ramos. Straight up. That's really all you can say. So 2 outs, runner leads off first for Cabrera. Knuckle curve outside, ball 1. Maybe, Mr. Outlander, you'll be my good luck charm. I have had a tendency to beat up on teams' bullpens lately, so hopefully that trend continues. Slow bounce to the third, charging. Transfer from glove to hand in time. Side retired. Side retired. We go to the 9th inning. Baltimore leads 4-1. Okay, so we're going to quick manage and simulate, fast forward until the bottom of the 9th. Okay, so Tim Salmon leads off the bottom of the 9th. It's a 4-1 game. The closer, Scott Barlow, 25 saves in 29 save opportunities, but he has an ERA of 4.39. So maybe he can be had for the right price, so to speak. So Tim Salmon's 0 for 3 today. Again, we need base runners. We can't be anxious. A bloop, and a blast. Slider or a slurve outside, ball 1. Pulls it deep, but foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Could not square up that slider or that slurve or whatever name you want to give it. Barlow sets and delivers. Here's the 1-2. Low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a deep drive, but playable. Hit it hard, but right at the left fielder, who was positioned perfectly for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. Next up, the DH, Robin Ramos, 0 for 3. He has 27 homers, 90 runs batted in, but line drive headed towards the right field line, foul. Could not keep it fair, strike 1. Chases a screwball inside under his hands. Nasty pitch. 0-2 count. Low, 1-2. That's the line drive headed over the head of the shortstop and into left center field. That is a one-out single for Ramos. He's 1 for 4 today. Can't get too excited yet. They need another base runner to get the tying run to the plate here in the 9th. So let's see what happens. Next up, Carlos Delgado, 1 for 3. Carlos has 32 homers this season. Slider low, ball 1. Runner leads off first. Painted the black outside corner with the slider. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Deep drive to left center field. Back goes the center fielder at the wall looking up. That's Gonzo. It is a 1-out, 2-run home run for Carlos Delgado. Number 33rd homer on the season, and it becomes a 1-run ball game here in the bottom of the 9th, thanks to the opposite field 2-run home run from the Connecticut Knights first baseman. That is why I love Carlos Delgado. Here's the replay. I thought it might hit the scoreboard and bounce around just to the right of that scoreboard. So they still need another run. Mitch Garver, 1 for 3. Fouls off the high breaking ball for strike 1. 4-3 Baltimore here in the 9th. That's a deep drive, but hooking foul. Made a bid to tie this ball game with a back-to-back home runs. So here comes the 0-2 pitch from Barlow. Misses outside with the slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run is now at the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Late on the breaking ball, fouls it up the first base line. Count will remain 1-2. Mitch Garver has 26 home runs on the season. Grounded to the third baseman, over to first for out number 2, and the Connecticut Knights are down to their final out of this ball game. So representing the final out of the ball game and representing the tying run simultaneously is Bryson Stott, who's 0 for 2. And he hits a lazy fly ball to center field. This should do it. He makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Baltimore wins 4-3. Unfortunately, they made a run here in the bottom of the 9th, but they came 1 run short. Dontrell Willis gets win number 17 on the season. Robin Ramos is denied win number 20. He is going now 19-6. Scott Barlow with the save number 26. No! All right, so let's go to exit post-game, confirm exit, and let's simulate the next 4 or 5 games up to Robin Ramos' next start in the regular season. See how many starts he has left to try to get that win number 20 on the campaign. Okay, so first of all, here is September 22nd, right there. Robin Ramos is 19-6, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Last game of the regular season is Robin Ramos. Now, hold on a second. I want to be fair about this, okay? Now, that's the last game of the regular season. Now, I'd love to get win number 20, but I can't let my vanity get in the way. If I want to play this real, if I lock up the division before that game, there is no way in the world that the manager of the Connecticut Knights would have him pitch for win number 20, considering he'd rather have him pitch game 1 or game 2 of the playoffs. So let's see what happens first. Let's go. That 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to Randy Johnson, and we'll sim through Randy Johnson. Okay. Connecticut's win-loss total up in the upper left-hand corner is 98-63. Okay. So, sadly, the Knights are going to make the playoffs because obviously, as you can see from the AL East standings, they won the American League East. They have a 6-game lead over the New York Yankees. But the Knights cannot win 100 games. If they win the final game of the regular season, they'll go 99-63. So there's no reason to play that game for that because 98 or 99 wins is the same thing. And since they're already made the playoffs, I'm going to hold back Ramos for the playoffs. So let's go to pitching rotation. Robin Ramos is here. Hunter Green is going to come in and pitch in Robin Ramos' slot. Let's go to the calendar. As you can see, September 27th, Hunter Green is going to get the start. Sim through this date. Congratulations, the Knights have finished the season at 99-63. So Hunter Green was successful. He won the game. They won 99 games and won their division. You will be taking on the winner of the wild card playoff game. The regular season has come to an end. Now, here's the playoff bracket. Before we do that, let's go up here. Actually, I want to see awards. Robin Ramos has won the Cy Young Award. Oh, yeah. Jason Giambi of the Cleveland Guardians with his 62 homers and 140 RBIs wins the American League Most Valuable Player Award. The Cy Young Award winner, even at 19-6 with a 3.30 earned run average, Robin Ramos. And as you can see from the left side of the screen, previous award winners, he's won it in 2024 and now again this year in 2026. So in his 4 years in the major leagues, he's won the Cy Young Award twice. I'm very proud, very proud. So let's get this show on the road. Let's go calendar. Okay, so we are in October now. Let's simulate it to here. Okay, so Randy Johnson, Hunter Green. Let's go Randy Johnson, Hunter Green. Let's go back to the pitching rotation. Take Hunter Green out, put Robin Ramos back in. So it's Robin Ramos, Randy Johnson, Robin Ramos, Lefty Grove, Vida Blue. Okay. This will all make sense in a moment. Calendar. Okay. So, game 1 of the best of 5 division series against the Chicago White Sox. Game 1 is Randy Johnson. Game 2 is Robin Ramos. Game 3 is Lefty Grove. And then from that point on, we'll figure out what's going on. So, Randy Johnson, I'm not going to play the game. I'm going to simulate the game. But since it's the playoffs, I'm not going to just press the button, simulate. I'm going to actually go into the game and act like I'm going to play it. So, let's go. View organizations games. Randy Johnson, play game. All preceding games will be simulated. Play full game. Don't get too excited. I'm not actually going to play a full game. You'll see in a moment what I'm going to do. So it's a home game against the Chicago White Sox. My home games are played at Crosley Field. It's raining. Ooh, raining. Oh. Randy Johnson. The lineup. Everyone has full energy. Playoffs begin. So just to let you know, this is season number 4 in the created franchise. In the previous 3 seasons, the Connecticut Knights have won the World Series twice. We're going for 3 out of 4. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ALDS as the Chicago White Sox prepare for game 1 against the Connecticut Knights. Randy Johnson during the regular season, 15-9. With a 3.61 earned run average. You say, play the game. No, I'm not playing the game. Okay, we go to quick manage, fast forward to the end of the game, and we see what happens. One nothing Chicago. The ball game is tied at 1 here in the 4th inning. 2-1 Connecticut here in the 5th. 3-run home run, 5-1 Connecticut. Five-2, 5-3. Chicago mounts a comeback. We go to The top of the 8th inning, 2-run lead for Connecticut. 3-run lead, 4-run lead, 7-3 Connecticut going into the 9th. The Knights have won Game 1 of the ALDS 7-3. Ball game over, Connecticut wins. Randy Johnson gets the win in the playoffs. Six in the third, 3 earned runs. 3 for 4 game for Dizzy Walsh. Okay, so now we exit the post game. Confirm exit. So game 1 of the best of 5 series is 1-0 Connecticut. Game 2 will be started by Robin Ramos. But not today. We're going to save it. And that will be the next broadcast, will be Game 2 of the ALDS, Connecticut versus Chicago. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have yourselves an absolutely great evening, and I will see you all again soon.